Updata has integrated data from EOX Live, a powerful new database in the energy and commodity space, and just a vast amount of data. And I want to just step you through some of the real power of the EOX Live data. So EOX Live is an OTC Global Holdings company, and OTC Global Holdings is one of the top OTC brokers in the world, and leading liquidity provider on some of the major commodities exchanges, and they've got offices based all over the US, in Europe, and in Asia. And it's the company OTC Global Holdings is unique in that it has this large collection of broking houses all as part of the group, and this drives a lot of the data behind the EOX data set. So EOX is the data, the inputs from all of these brokers, the trading data that's coming from there, and lots of other inputs that drives the data behind EOX. And the EOX market data covers North American gas and power products, and then globally natural gas liquids, global refined products, freight, coal, and European power and gas. Is really a massive database of modeled data, and of course with all of those trading inputs from all of the trading houses that are delivering that, it's quite a unique data set, and lots of different inputs from lots of different places allows them to produce a really powerful model. And so the data modeling is really second to none. It's algorithmic and automated. It's and therefore very reliable and high frequency and consistent. The breadth of data is just incredible. Gas, power, oils, NGLs, coal, freight. And the forwards pricing, producing forward curves much further out into the future than you would be normally used to seeing, which is great for risk management, of course. And their model runs are run 5 times a day, and typically earlier than you would find with any other reference data. And most of all, it's a very cost-effective solution which fits well with Updata's per-user model. The EOX product groups are shown up in Updata, so you would normally subscribe to these product groups, and it's best that I show you these through the EOX spreadsheet. So North American natural gas and power, European gas and power forwards, liquids, global refined products. It really is an endless list. Global crude forwards, so really powerful in that regard. And normally you would subscribe to one of these data sets, but of course you can subscribe to whatever your needs are, and that's the sheet that we just looked at. So in North America, it's North American natural gas and power, the implied vols, which is really valuable for trading and options, of course, and then correlations and heat rates. And so the US gas and power hubs are all covered, and it's a vast amount of data, all the contracts that are typically traded in these hubs. And in Europe or globally, it's European gas and power, global natural gas liquids, global refined products, and global crude oil products, and coal and freight. And all of the gas hubs and electricity hubs in Europe are well represented. And the ability to overlay these charts in Updata is really powerful. And we'll have a look at some charting some of the data in a minute. This one is, for example, an overlay of all the European electricity pricing. So these are all the CALs. And we've got things like Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, Poland, Romania, Hungary. These are places that you would typically not get the quality of data, and this is the value of the model data. At least you've got data that's modeled out into the future on these products. Here we see the natural gas liquids, and I've overlaid here the top 5: ethane, propane, isobutane and butane, and gasoline. And again, really been very valuable in analysing crude oil and the commodities, going right down into the products in the NGLs, and just seeing how the recovery was really well underway with these products. And these charts have actually been giving really quite interesting signals. So it's valuable to be able to drill down into the data. Now, most people use Updata for more advanced chart analysis, the ability to bring platforms together, and scanning, alerting, and backtesting. Lots of different tools that you can apply to the data. So of course our charting is second to none, and this is the model data, so really powerful. We'll have a look at some model data in a minute, but the ability to actually be able to chart these illiquid products is really valuable, and lots of people run Updata on different products, so on Thomson Reuters Icon or Refinitiv Icon now, or Bloomberg or Trayport, all feeding directly into Updata, and EOX is another data set that now you can feed into your Updata. The reporting and workflow that is in Updata, so all the EOX data that you then inherit in the Updata charts, will start producing reports with this, but all our automated reporting, you just push the button in Updata, it updates all the charts with all the latest data, and that's a really valuable tool internally for people who want to put these reports together. And then backtesting and trading strategies, so this is a new area as well, and even on the model data that can be pretty interesting. This is a trading system, for example. You can scan over 1,000 different pre-written trading systems in Updata, and this is one on PJM Power West, one of the data sets off EOX. So again, just the ability to run backtests on this model data is really valuable. And the data visualization aspect, and you can set all the colors any which way you want in Updata. Some people prefer a darker screen or a lighter screen, and here you see the ability to overlay curves and prices on the same charts, really valuable. And in fact, if we just take a quick look in Updata, so I've got Updata running here. I'm running on Thomson Reuters Icon, Refinitiv Icon, and then these are all my gas and power products in Europe, and then this is the EOX data. So really valuable. And just taking a look at the model data, for example, if I go to EOX Live, I can literally just type in a code, let's say jet, because I want to look for jet fuel. It's going to look across all products that I'm subscribed to in EOX, and if I just take this one here, Rotterdam Jet Barge, there it is there in this chart, and I can just simply hit the T key in Updata, and I'm going to get trends and targets for this this product that really very insightful. For even though this is model data, the ability to analyze this model data and get price targets is a really valuable aspect to the system. So the next thing is that you can if you look at the data, again, if we go, and here I've got the subscribed sets of data, so I could choose the subset of that I'm subscribed to. But if I choose TTF, for example, and I search for TTF, you'll see that this is the Dutch gas contract. It loads all the different contracts there, and you can see here we've got the months, the dates, and because of these contracts, that then gives us the ability to go and produce a curve. So in Updata, it literally we'll be able to go and choose that contract there. So let's choose July TTF, and you can choose a monthly curve, you can do seasons, years, and it will create a forward curve of that chart. What's more, you can then go and do an historical curve. So I can say, okay, I want to see this curve that I've now created, and I want to see this historically, and I can just go and overlay that curve there. Let's see how it looked 90 days ago, and there we go. There's the curve 90 days ago. You can also overlay different curves. So here I'm running NCG on top of TTF, and then you do spreads of the curves. And even better still, you can actually overlay forward curves on the chart. So here we see the forward curves and the price. This price coming from Refinitiv Icon, and the forward curves highlighted, overlaid on that. And then of course these colors, red means we've fallen on that particular contract, green means we've risen, orange no change, and I can just get straight to the data on any of these charts, which is what allows me to create the historical curves. So why not take a look at Updata and EOX Live for yourself and take a trial today?